What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Looking at some of those interesting props on Polymarket. First thing we're looking at is the World Cup Golden Boot win.
Bud Johnson, the league leader in wins, preparing to take the hill. Can the ace deliver another gem in this one? It's the Seattle Mariners.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to
here.
grind like that, shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuz locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Cause shorty, she tryna bless me like I said I do. Like a nigga sneeze. Nigga, please, for them tricks squeeze, I'm getting cream. Never let them all get in between. The war started.
Recently, batting average this month over 400.
This one's smacked out to left center. That's it.
Like I'm a
So
artist
man,
from
a
Prada,
ball
with straight to
down
walking with foreigns and like my riders are foreign. Bitches menage.
Good start
Fuck
for him
sucking
to
and
this ball
swallowing
tonight.
anything for $1. They tell me get him a gun.
It just makes your
I get him
confidence.
without a
It's such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Johnson, multi-time All-Star, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2025. The 2-1. That one missed.
Every day some new
Just
shit.
starting out here at
For my
Target
bitch
Field.
right now, so I might still lit. Riding down the street, half a
Fouls
$1
one
whip.
away, and now
I
3-2.
ain't kids for ice like this. Everything I want to hit, I scratch them off the list. Ask about me, going around the town. I'm a pimp. Hold on, get my heart out. I'm not a simp. Big OG, I'm hip. Spark back, Sam, and get OG, I'm
Out there a little bit.
Nigga, boy, I'm dressed, ain't nothing like them. Nigga, you know that rap from the rap, no tip.
In the box as he
Got no
fouls
backpack
on
with
the
my
first
pocket
pitch.
stack lit. Wrestling like snapjacks. The double in my knapsack. I can back to check my track record. Get shot, let me clap back. At 18, I was 7-figure nigga after tax. Nigga don't work the bitch sound right, then that was facts. On Twitter, don't believe the hype, I put my life on wax. Man, back in do that shit the same night as sex. I wake up and go get that cake, I ain't the type of relax. You said you took me, make me wait, to get a brick of truck and drop it. What's the name like a train, his train is on the track, don't play no games, mention my name, the same thing on match. And I listen to what the finger is saying on them damn apps.
Back in Minnesota,
You know my man
Gary
is nigga fuck a
Carpenter
fan, tap me
steps
soon
in
as
with
he
an
out.
OPS that's been through the roof. Power and patience in one package, an impressive list.
He's doing damage and getting on base. That's rare. The kind of balance every manager wants, and the stats prove his work.
Singy, he boasts a batting average at the moment that ranks in the top 5 in the league.
Wake up in the morning and I ask myself.
His discipline at the plate makes power play even bigger too, Singy.
Yeah, he's a problem top to bottom. OPS can tell you a lot, and in this case, it's spot on. He's a big-time weapon for this offense.
Don't let him kill a brother. You can just step back, watch them kill each other. It's the fight
Got
back.
the back going too soon as strike 2.
But you can never go nowhere unless you share each other. You gotta start making change.
That misses. Ball 3.
Just the strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. I think it doesn't take a brother. It's supposed to be.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Here's Josh Naylor.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Oh! Second inning here, no score.
I want to be, the only way I've been practicing my whole life to live my life is to be responsible for what I do. I don't know how to be responsible for what every black male do. I don't know. What I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here.
Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Strike 3, next throw in a row.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, it can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And here is Sosa to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. One foul off.
Some things move down six. Try to show another way when I'm staying in the dope. Yeah, tell me what's the mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. You gotta operate the easy way. Put your mate into the sleazy way. Tell the kids, I got it. But that's the way it is. Come on. Come on.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah.
Open a time checking account in 2 minutes. Get paid earlier to enjoy a festive spring. Fly now.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Dominic Canzone, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First of all, I won't let you know that you really miss.
No, that missed.
Try
That's
to
a ball.
never be nobody better. Real shit. All through my life, you inspired me, dog. When you died, I really cried. I wanted to ride for you, dog.
Canzone
Say,
wants to
I be
challenge
going
this,
through
thought it was a
it just
ball.
like you. Police hate me,
review,
going
it
in the
was
fish.
a ball.
They hate
Good
me
eye.
too.
Still
People
2
compare
challenges
me.
left for them.
I never asked for that glory, but I do feel like we one of a kind with similar stories.
leadoff
They call
ball.
it
Take your
hustle
base.
shit,
And
this
that's the
trap
go-ahead
shit.
run.
South friend
Johnson
the rap
wants to
shit.
challenge
Every
that one.
rapper
Thought it was a
beneath the
strike.
bacon and
And that
rap
just
shit. I
scraped
really
the zone.
introduced
The
the
ball
beef
is
with. They
overturned.
blew up for
So
real.
they still got both their
RJC,
challenges.
damn it, touching the beer. Conditioner love,
That's
hey,
in there.
mama, I ain't
Full
mad
count
at you,
out.
my favorite song.
Not
Say
happy
pop,
about
now
that
listen
called
to him, I
strike.
wish
Here's
they
the
could
challenge.
talk.
And that one
I
was
they
indeed
charged
a
me with
strike.
murders. They
Still
scared
one
my
challenge
cell.
left for them.
Till I got high in that bitch every day, pop. LOL. Your mama smiling, she even got her own college. You served
the
the
at-bat
purpose, you
going
gave
with a foul
millions
ball.
and kids with nothing, nada.
Top of
Guess
the
what?
third.
Sean just hit a nigga in the car. Heard he killed the nigga. Pop, now he say he going blind. Hope he beat the bitch. Still got money
Foul
for
ball,
walls,
and it
but they
remains
can't
a
feed
full
the
count.
poor. Got a black president now, Pop. Still ain't got more. It's crazy. His name Obama. I just wish I had some time to make a hit with you. My oldest daughter, Ivy, say, Daddy, that's all you listen to.
That's
The
a
cops
great
just like
at-bat.
to
He
hit
saw a
the
lot
cops.
of pitches
I
and
can
earned
act
the
in
ball.
Hollywood, but John won't give me no shot. My baby, my name.
Pretty
People
close
don't
to
even
the
buy
ball.
CDs no
So
more.
they'll lose their first
Teenagers
challenge.
ain't even fight, man.
Now
They
the third
sneaks,
baseman,
they not
Jared
shit.
Taylor.
Definitely scuffling at the
I wish you
dish
had
lately.
Google.
Just
Can't
one
really
in this
tell you
last
in this
5
letter, but
games.
it's a lot to know about Boost. I'm true. Police shooting us down on TV now. It's starting to feel like 1968 in 3D, huh? Listen to me. I fucked two who's on toast it up last night. And they let me fresh with cars. I went dumb last night. Smart. But in the beat, you traumatize, so I'm gonna let you go. Thanks, man.
Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
You'll
Trust
want
nobody.
Right through there for a
Don't trust
strike.
your friend.
Quickly down 0-2 in
Don't
the
trust your
count.
sister.
I think he got choked
Don't
up a
trust
little
your
bit,
brother.
spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity
Don't
or
even
the
trust your
location
mom.
of this next pitch is
Or
going
your
to be.
father. Or your grandmother. Or your grandfather. Trust nobody. Don't trust your
swing.
all your
That's
best friend.
a strikeout.
Indicted by my
Jeremy
closest friend.
Pena up next for the Mariners.
Stole from Maine by my closest king. Real G's like me, we supposed to own. Supposed to have real G's, not supposed to front. Damn, the mama look at you with them pretty eyes. Left you when I went to prison, thought you was a little bigger, but you just like a nigga. Couldn't supply you what you need, so you leave me like a killer. I said fuck a lot of niggas, now them niggas can't stand. Love the shit out of them, but I can't trust them, I'm a fan. I need to go solo. Dolo to Miami. I bet if I was broke, half these niggas couldn't stand it. Eyes on everybody. I don't trust the soul now. The real ones ain't real no more, so I don't trust the code now. Think my decided to put the dick to it's true. Your family is still from you for the bitch. I trust nobody. I don't trust family. Trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I trust nobody. God says, put your faith in man, he will fail you. I might love somebody. You can love somebody if you never trust anybody. Someday we'll turn, but I don't trust nobody. Only person I trust is God. Trust no one like.
To the right side. That's the first out.
What you do that for?
You was getting smart. And you turned the Wi-Fi on. Huh? You wanted to get smart.
Top of the fourth. Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
It wasn't like I wasn't coming home. Oh, was that right?
He struck out swinging last
Why didn't you tell me you was back over here? Oh, I didn't have to because I'm a grown-ass woman. Ooh, say loud.
Ball. Rodriguez,
an
all-star season ago,
and I'll get the
1,000 hit club, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Rodriguez. Working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Now all even up. Got him swinging for the kill. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
2 down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Mariners are down in order. They're down. Back at Target Field and stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Johnson back to work. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's a 1-1. And that's outside. Two. And there's a ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
In the air to left center. And there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Fought off foul. The Twins leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That's the fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
To first. That's out number 3. He continues. Johnson back on the mound. He's been efficient, but the pitch count's climbing, Singy.
Yeah, just needs to stay on script here, Boog. Keep attacking, keep it clean. The bullpen will thank him later.
And that one fouled off.
That's the ball.
Popped up. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Farouk, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Brandon Nimmo up next for the Mariners. Johnson looking to get out of this thingy, tying run on.
Well, the pressure starts to really mount now, and this is the kind of spot that shows you what a pitcher's made of.
Going to count 1 and 2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Pitcher challenges. He thought it was a strike. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. The M's with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Here's a 1-2.
Ball outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is going to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Gassed it right by him. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, has grounded out a couple of times.
Nope, ball.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1 and 2.
Ball.
In the dirt, no advance. Good job behind the dish. Man on second, 2 down. Got it, looking for the strike.
Well, this guy competes hard.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Yates. So 2 down, and up next for Seattle, Kerry Carpenter. The Mariners down to their final strike. Well struck right field. Going back on this one. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take the series opener here at home. Johnson threw 6 shutout innings and knocks double-digit strikeouts.
Well, starts like the one he had today inspire a lot of confidence from the manager and your teammates. Really great outing. Certainly a big part of why they won this game.
Bud Johnson is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Leading off, Jackson Holliday.
Tonight, the second baseman, number 7, Jackson Holliday.
Holliday throws right, bats left. Hitting leadoff in today's game, and his on-base percentage this season is right around .360.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's Byron Buxton.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Pete Alonso. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Alonso with a homer in his last game. Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike 2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So the Minnesota Twins are hovering around 500, about a third of the way into this season. Singy, they're doing okay, but I think we expected more out of them.
Yeah, I thought they'd be a little higher up in the standings than they've been so far. They're not out of anything yet, but they haven't done anything to separate themselves. They've got some work to do before the All-Star break to put themselves in a good position if they're going to contend down the stretch.
And there's 1 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Samuel Basallo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That just misses. Ball 1. Got him swinging. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Brings it in. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Oriole Park still one of the most beautiful ballparks in all of baseball. I can't say another franchise does it better than Baltimore. The opening day ceremony, the players come in from the outfield through the center field wall, long orange carpet, so many fans here. Just a great place.
Swing and a foul out of play. That signature warehouse in right field as well. You talk about knowing where you are, a sense of place. I mean, who could forget Griffey hitting the ball off the warehouse in the home run derby? But always when shots are framed, you see that building, you know exactly where you are. Oriole Park.
That's ball 2.
And when teams started building state-of-the-art ballparks. Baltimore was the first organization to do it up the way that they did.
That's ball
really
three.
created a mold for other organizations to follow in upgrading or building new ballparks.
Got him looking for the K, and that's 4 strikeouts. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop Gunnar Henderson. That one
Inside,
misses,
ball one.
and that's ball 1. Johnson will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. And the 1-0. Yeah, this really was the first old school new ballpark that we saw in the major leagues. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That's too low, and it's 1-0.
Nope. Ball
Just
3.
missed. Three one, and he couldn't come up with it. Johnson wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike, so the call stands. So they're now out of challenges. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Nope, outside.
That
Ball.
one misses.
Down.
That's 5 straight. Mayo, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Yeah.
Two and 2. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat too much on that one. 1 left for the Orioles. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder number 25, Byron Buxton.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine. Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Duke takes it to the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Hey.
Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher into the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Nope.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
The 1-0.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Fastball for a strike. In the dirt. Base hit center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Flied to right his first time. That one found hard the other way. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air to left center. On his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We're headed to the 5th. Johnson back at it, pitching with the lead.
Yeah, it's always a little easier, but only if you protect it, Boo. He's got to lock in here. Can't let this game seesaw.
Starting to go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that's a strikeout looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Ball 1.
The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The Twins up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 up, 2 down. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. He reached on a walk his first time.
Wow, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That's ball 2.
And it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the show North. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday.
Holiday.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Out towards right center field. Rodriguez under it. And there's one away.
And obviously a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Buxton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Strike two. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Hey!
Top of the zone for a called strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And the polar bear strikes out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. This is Twins baseball on the show North. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second.
No, that's
when you
down.
heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Basallo in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
1-2 now. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Good job to fight that one off. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Laureano stands in now and watches strike one. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the show North. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Travis. Orioles an out away. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 strike away. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. That's the ball game. Johnson notched his 10th win of the season in this game.
Always nice to see a pitcher get into double digits, Boog, and you can bet his teammates appreciate it when he goes out to the hill. They know they can count on him to keep them in a position to win.
Bud Johnson getting ready for this one. High hopes for this pitching phenom. Does he have another dominant performance in him today? It's the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Bud Johnson. He leads the entire league in wins, and every time he grabs the ball, you expect results.
Yeah, he's coming right after hitters, Boog, setting the tone from the jump and giving his team a real chance to stack up some W's.
He's not just a pitcher, he's a gamer. Shows up every fifth day ready to compete.
That's why every rotation wants a guy like him, just flat out reliable, just like you, partner.
Here's the 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. One out in the top of the first.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Now Correa up to hit. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Johnson, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Trevor.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Trevor Larnach. He's been a great free agent sign.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Ball 1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that is that. The Twins coming up, no score. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the show North. Second inning set to go, and here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. So up next, Brenton Doyle.
No, too low.
The 1-1.
Ball.
And
Ball
there's a
3.
ball. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a foul out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Eli White.
On the ground, Lee whips it to first.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third. So digging in, Cam Smith. Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and the speedy runner is on at first. One down. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
Drive.
Matthews launched a homer in his most recent game. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
No.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at first, one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch, and right there.
And that is that. So the Astros lead one. They still trail 1-0. Johnson back on the mound to face the heart of the order, Singy.
Yeah, and this is where you got to sharpen your focus, Boog. No freebies. Make quality pitches and trust your plan. Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ball 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And the tying run is on base.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's
dives, but it's off his glove. He decides to eat it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Logan O'Hoppe up next for the Astros. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throw into third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. So up next, Brenton Doyle.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Can't get there. 1 run will score. And it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Smith in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance
That's
of the
the
day
ball.
for him.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Traffic on the bases with one already in top half of inning number 4. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. And that'll load the bases. And a challenge from the mound in a big spot. They'll overturn the call and rule it a strike. So they still have both challenges. Payoff pitch. Out to short. Lee throws to first in time. Eli White up next for the Astros. Johnson back at it. You give free passes, things can spiral, Singy.
Yeah, this is a mental reset moment. Forget the last 2 hitters and lock in right here.
Man on second, 2 down.
No.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's...
And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Astros 2 and the Twins 1. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away. You've got to produce at the big league level. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Stays alive. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Matthews, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying to the warning track, makes the catch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Houston lineup turns over. J.P. Crawford now at the plate. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Nothing doing there for Houston. Back in target field and stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that's a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground to the left, Harris. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, base is empty. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Fastball for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Johnson back at it, facing the top of the order again. Never an easy task, but he's handled himself well so far.
Yeah, I agree, but nothing's automatic here, Boog. One mistake could flip this whole thing.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one clips the corner. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Late on that fastball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Ball.
Did he swing? Now an appeal to third. Didn't go. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 2 down. So next up for Houston, Eli White. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yep.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Mark, now the left fielder.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes this.
Bounce to third. Correa. Throw to first. You're out. Game. And the Astros win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Johnson put up a quality start in 7 innings of action and recorded double-digit strikeouts.
He went out there and put him in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask of him. They may have lost, but that was a more than respectable effort from him.